the next segment of our show is when I update our viewers about latest happenings on social media and I give my perspective. So would you like to stay or?
Absolutely.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so the first order of business that I want to not order of business, the first news that is out there is that Facebook rolls out a gift card, which I think is fantastic. It's brilliant. Why? Because one of the brilliant things that I feel Facebook did as a revenue generation model is that it started allowing people to buy gifts for their friends, and it makes it so seamless and so easy. You just go in there, click, and then buy something. There's no wrapping involved. There's no nothing. You know, it's just so easy. And now the way it works is that when you buy a gift for a friend, they will get a Facebook card in the mail, and that gift is on the card. And if you keep giving them additional gifts, those gifts accumulate in the Facebook card, which I think it's fabulous. So what do you think? Do you want to have anything to say about that?
Yeah, I think it's great. I'm still waiting for it to, you know, become mainstream. You know, one of the things that happened with F-commerce over the past several years is F-commerce sort of boomed and exploded a little bit, and now people are pulling out of it. So I'm looking for the brands that, you know, the brands who created their own sort of mini stores. And then I think I just saw the news Pavement, right? So sort of a big digital mall that was created for vendors to come in and sell their things on Facebook. I think that's closed. And so, you know, I'm actually quite surprised that that is happening, because I thought that it is a very natural behavior for people to recommend something and post something and then just go buy right from there. But I think we still need a little bit of work to do to build that sort of ecosystem of F-commerce. And they just haven't prioritized it as one of the bigger focus. So I think it'll definitely happen. I'm very, very positive about it. But I'm waiting to see whether the gift cards will take off for that reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Now, related to that, there was a call that Mike Zuckerberg and Sheryl Sandberg did for their Q4 earnings. And one of the things that Sheryl said was that of all the users who bought a product they saw advertised on Facebook, 99% of them did not click on the ad. So my question is, how do they, I guess they have a way of knowing it, but how do they know that the purchase was as a result of the ad? I guess just based on correlation?
Well, I think she referred to a particular subset of products, but I definitely there is ways of tracking it, absolutely. And what Facebook is doing actually right now with their mobile ad network is fascinating, right? They're layering Facebook data on top of traditional ad exchanges, right? That folks use, and I mean that is huge potential. In the earnings, they said that their mobile share of if you look at the last quarter, out of $1 billion that they brought in mobile ad revenue, I'm sorry, mobile was 14%, and that is when they just launched the product. This past quarter, it is up 23%. I mean, it's insane. So I think Zuckerberg really confirmed for us that they are definitely a mobile ad company. So that's, you know, that is without a doubt. But you know how effective the commercial ads click-through especially will be, you know, I'm not sure, because they're trying to layer the commercial element on top of the, you know, pictures and photos, etc. And there's several vendors that are actually coming out with that. That allow you to buy straight from Facebook. So it'll be interesting to see the case studies come up on that front.
It's a work in progress. Another thing that works really well is the claims, and they said that 2 million unique users claimed an offer through Facebook offers.
Yes.
I'm not a coupon clipper, but I've claimed an offer.
Yeah, you know, that's I think you're going to see more and more of that. Again, another commercial aspect for Facebook of bringing, you know, e-commerce and setting up the right base for F-commerce. Again, you know, it's happening little by little, but I think they're testing and seeing what works and how it works. I saw the statistics that they published that said for every dollar spent, I believe, on Facebook offers, there's $16 in revenues brought. So
Wow.
I think they did a quick case study on that, and I believe it was on the offers product. So it's, it seems to be working, but then again, statistics, you know how statistics work. Statistics could be an interesting thing, and could be not necessarily the right case for every single brand, but it is impressive.
It is. It's fantastic. Have you used the Vine, the new app for Twitter?
Yeah, so that one is interesting. I just wish there would be more than three, different snapshots you can make. But it is definitely interesting. It still has a lot of work, I think.
I agree.
But people are starting to play with it a lot.
Yeah. One of the things that I noticed was that when exactly what you said, three different things, and it's a loop, and it keeps repeating itself, and it's so annoying. So the way my approach is going to be, and what I think people should approach it, is that they should first take a step back and look at the videos that are already there and make a decision of what what loop is going to work for their business. So I think people should just take their time before they release that initial video, because if you don't do it right, it's really annoying.
Well, but I think people are playing with it, so playing is okay. But again, Vine and Twitter need to realize that they need to make this product a little more sophisticated pretty fast, because otherwise people just get bored.
Yes, I agree with you exactly. You just said it. What isn't why here? That's why you're the author. Okay, and then there's a new tool. Whenever a cool new tool that captures my attention comes out, I like to share it. And the new tool is called Stipple. Have you seen it?
Remind me, what does it do?
It's an image that basically Stipple allows you to make the image interactive, so you can upload an image and add videos and tags and
yeah, that's what I talked about when I said the commercialization, right, of images, and that's what I think. That's I think a future of visual marketing that will allow the visual marketing that has call to action built into it. Sorry to interrupt.
Exactly. And the news about Stipple has been around for a while, but the news with them the past week was that now you can integrate it into Facebook. So you can create an image. Let's say you're selling clothes, okay? You can upload it, and then you can put all sorts of information on it, which is accessed through your just people hovering their mouse over it. And the first thing I did, I don't sell any products, so I had my own image, and I had my social networking links in there, and a video of an interview that a friend did with me. So play with that, and I think it's fantastic. I'm very minimalistic when it comes to tools, but when I see something that is so transformational, I like to share it. Okay, well, that's all the news for this week. And again, thank you very much for your input. I'm so glad that you stayed with us and gave your input.